Reactive training systems.
So last week we talked about getting adequate rest and ensuring that you're not doing things that are impeding your progress. In keeping with that same theme, I'd like to talk about nutrition this week. So in terms of powerlifting, where does nutrition fall on the spectrum of importance? It's not super high, especially if you have your weight class under control. But even if you have your weight class under control and you're doing the basics of nutrition correctly, is there anything additional that you could be doing nutritionally that would be helpful for you? And in my opinion, yeah, there is. And this is an area that I've personally been expending a little bit more effort on. Not so much effort that it's impeding my training or anything like that. You still have to just generally live your life, but I am expending a little bit more effort on it myself, and I know that I'm not the only lifter that's evolving in this direction. I think the days of seeing powerlifters smashing a box of Oreos and stuff like that are probably gone, at least for serious lifters. I think that doing things nutritionally, doing the right things nutritionally can help your progress. Even if it's not directly, it can help you avoid things that impede your progress. I mean, for starters, you have the opportunity to build more muscle and carry less body fat, which for a weight class sport, I mean, that's a given advantage, right? That's obvious. If you can carry more muscle and less fat and still make your weight class, then you're going to be at an advantage over somebody who can't do that. There are other effects as well nutritionally. I was talking to Dennis Cornelius, who, if you don't know who that is, you really should. He's a superstar in the 120 kilo class right now, just kind of smashing all the world records and making things generally impossible for the rest of us. Anyway, I was talking to Dennis, and he really emphasized this point to me, that he said that when his nutrition is on point, he feels more durable. His incidences of injury and just general beat-upness and tiredness in training is a lot less. So he's been putting extra effort into his nutrition to make sure that he's in good condition and ready to go for the IPF Worlds that are coming up next month. So, it's kind of one of those situations like, well, if it's good enough for Dennis, then it dang well ought to be good enough for the rest of us too. I think it's good advice. At a minimum, it's not going to hurt you to put a little bit more effort into your nutrition. Like I said, you'll carry a little bit more muscle and a little bit less fat. And for 99% of us, given that it's a weight class sport, that's going to be a serious advantage. And if there's also advantages in terms of your durability, in terms of reducing your risk of injury, that's long-term progress right there. So expend a little bit of energy on that sort of thing. Make sure that you're doing those things that are going to keep you from leaking progress in other areas. So the two big things that we talked about last week and this week are making sure that you're getting enough rest and getting your nutrition taken care of. So that's all I've got for you guys this week. Thanks for watching.
Reactive training systems.